In this clip, we're going to be looking at unequal sharing. Here is an example. It says Mohammed shares 500 sweets with his sister Alia in the ratio 4:6. How many sweets do they each get? So the sweets are shared between Mohammed and Alia in the ratio 4:6. To work out how many sweets they each get, we need to work out the total number of shares. So the total shares is 4 plus 6, which equals 10. Now we need to work out the value of one share. To work out the value of one share, we need to do the total number of sweets, which is 500, divided by the total shares. 500 divided by 10 equals 50. Now we know the value of one share, we can work out how many sweets Mohammed gets and how many sweets Alia gets. To work out how many sweets Mohammed gets, we're going to multiply the value of one share by the number of shares Mohammed gets. So 50 multiplied by 4 is 200 sweets. So Mohammed gets 200 sweets. Alia will get 50 multiplied by 6, which equals 300 sweets. So Alia gets 300 sweets. Here are some practice questions for you to try. Press pause and have a go at them, and when you're ready for the answers, press play. Question 1 says a fruit salad is made up of apples, oranges, and grapes in the ratio 3, 2, and 5. If there are 80 pieces of fruit in total, how many of each fruit are in the salad? So the salad is made up of apples, oranges, and grapes in the ratio 3, 2, and 5. To work out how many pieces of each fruit in the salad, we need to work out the total number of shares. To work this out, we need to add these three numbers together. 3 add 2 add 5, which equals 10. So there's 10 shares in total. Now we need to work out the value of one share. To work out the value of one share, we need to divide the total pieces of fruit by the number of shares. 80 divided by 10 equals 8. So the value of one share is 8. And now to work out how many apples there are, we need to multiply 8 and 3. 8 multiplied by 3 equals 24. So there's 24 apples. To work out the number of oranges, we need to multiply 8 by 2. 8 times 2 equals 16. So there's 16 oranges. And to work out the number of grapes, we do 8 multiplied by 5, which equals 40. Question 2 says a recipe calls for a mixture of flour and sugar in the ratio 3, 2. If you have 500 grams of the mixture, how much flour and sugar is there? So the flour to sugar ratio is 3 to 2. The total number of shares we have is 3 add 2, which equals 5. Now we need to work out the value of one share. To work out the value of one share, we need to divide the mixture with the total number of shares. So 500 divided by 5, which equals 100. So one share equals 100. So to work out how much flour there is, we need to do 100 multiplied by 3, which equals 300 grams. So there's 300 grams of flour. And to work out how much sugar there is, we need to do 100 multiplied by 2, which equals 200 grams. So there's 200 grams of sugar. Here is another practice question for you to try. Press pause and have a go at it. And when you're ready for the answer, press play. Question 3 says a store owner divides 150 pencils among 3 students, Alia, Sam, and Patrick, in the ratio 2:3:5. How many pencils does each student receive? So the pencils are shared between Alia, Sam, and Patrick in the ratio 2, 3, and 5. To work out how many pencils each student receives, we need to first work out the total number of shares. We can add these three numbers together to give us the total number of shares. 2 plus 3 plus 5 equals 10. So we have 10 shares. Now we need to work out the value of one share. To do that, we need to do 150 divided by 10, which equals 15. So the value of one share is 15. Now we can use this number to work out how many pencils each student receives. Alia receives 15 multiplied by 2, which equals 30. So Alia receives 30 pencils. To work out the number of pencils Sam receives, we can multiply 15 by 3, which equals 45. So Sam receives 45 pencils. And to work out the number of pencils Patrick receives, we can do 15 multiplied by 5, which equals 75 pencils. To check that we have the right answer, we can add these three numbers together and they should total 150.